compliments to our winner of a brand new vehicle at the Lucky Wheel.
Yo, what is up, guys? Camo Squid here. Welcome back to another podium vehicle video. Welcome back to another podium vehicle video. Okay, the Dinka Veto Modern. It is the modern version of the Dinka Veto Classic. There are two Dinka Veto go-karts in the game as of now. We got the modern and the classic right there. Both came out in the time of the Cayo Perico Heist DLC. I think that was last summer at this point. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've now got both of them. They are both now in my arcade garage. It just makes sense, you know. Yeah. So we are going to reluctantly take this down to LSIA to our performance test. I don't even think there's a dash. There's like no speedometer or anything, but you know, we're gonna do our best. We're gonna try it out, see how it goes. You know, just yeah, we're just gonna see how it drives, all that kind of stuff, as much as we can in terms of performance, and then we'll take it into one of the mod shops, and we'll look at the customization, what Rockstar put on it, what I could or you could potentially put on it, or anyone could. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I always love coming in here and just seeing how small these things are. Thank you, Rockstar, for putting on the 69 livery. We'll check that out shortly. I mean, just look at these things. They look so dumb in here next to everything. I mean, real life, you know, I mean, yeah, go-karts are small, but they're not this small, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I find it hilarious, but we fit in it just fine, so I guess it's alright. I like that so far. Alrighty, so initial impressions driving this down here. I like how the sides kind of phase into the ground, phase through the ground a little bit on occasion. The sound is actually pretty interesting. It's been a while since I drove the Veto Classic, so I might pull that out just to do a little bit of a comparison, but it's been so long, I honestly have nothing to compare to this one to, even though they are technically both kind of the same thing. Pretty good, not air stability, but when you're flipping around, you know, you don't really fall out ever. I haven't fallen out, and I was upside down at one point on the ground, so it's kind of like a car essentially in that sense, not like a bike or motorcycle. I do like the custom icon on the mini-map, or on the map in general. I believe the other one is like that as well, except it doesn't have those side bits, which makes sense, considering it doesn't have those. Yeah, so this is looking kind of like a little bit of a US looking livery. I really enjoy the 69 on there. Usually I would have to customize it and put that on myself for the Hot Ring Saber. I know I used to do that all the time before I got my own. I have yet to customize my own that I actually won from the podium. Check it out in playlist below if you haven't already. Little plug. Not afraid, not ashamed of that. Alright, so you guys already heard the startup and all that, but, you know, as customary, let's do it again. As is customary, I should say. Give it a little rev. It's got a very small engine, so it's not gonna... I don't know. The exhaust is directly hooked up to the engine, so there's no muffler or anything. I like that. Even though I'm pressing on the gas and the reverse at the same time, there is a little bit of forward movement. Not much of a burnout. Oh yeah, I guess there is one. But yeah, there is no dash obviously, so we can't see any of that. But we can roughly get a acceleration starting now. No hands, of course, as is safest way. So it's a decent... No, I shouldn't say that. It's not a very good acceleration, but you can kind of hear the sound in the engine accelerating, which is pretty cool. Like, it starts off really low, really slow, and then it starts getting louder as it's getting faster, which is interesting. It feels pretty fast, but I think that's only because it's so small. It doesn't look like it's really that fast at all. 40 miles an hour tops, I'm guessing. Alright, so we'll get our regular brake from the bottom of the 2 right there. Pretty fast, stops before the yellow line or yellow dots. Kind of makes sense, it's not going very fast and it's very light. It's a very small vehicle. There you go. You can, when you hear it start to get louder, that's when it starts to pick up its speed a little bit. We'll get our e-brake on the other side. We don't need to wait till we get all the way over there, but it's what we do, so we're gonna play by the book. It's so small and so slow that it doesn't really lose momentum at all, no matter what. Unless you make it lose momentum. Alright, so e-brake from the bottom of the 0 right there to roughly right there. Honestly, it's kind of the same as the regular brake. Roughly. I like how it says original on the front of the livery. It's kind of interesting, considering this isn't the original. Alright, we'll head into LSC. We aren't really fast enough to get donuts, but we can do pretty consistent circles. Perfect circles. I don't think it's really moving over at all. It's pretty much staying exactly where we started them. It might be moving slightly, unnoticeably, if so. I don't even think it is moving, honestly. It's very precise, consistent circles. If there were tire tracks, I'm sure it would be very precise, or very exact. Alright, anyways. We'll head back to a mod shop and check out the customization that Rockstar have put on, as well as what anyone who gets this vehicle could potentially put on. Alrighty, so here we are, LSC. You can see all of the customization options. You can tune the engine, of course, and then you can change the engine block if you would like to. Alright, so we got a primary color of like a navy blue, and then a secondary color of white, along with the livery, which we'll see what that is shortly. Bunch of different exhaust options. I'm sure it's pretty similar to the classic. It's been so long since I looked at anything with that, I have no idea. Heel grips, where are we looking? Alright, that's what I thought. Doesn't really change too much. The horn, we already heard that, that's what that sounds like, stock. The livery is the 069 Kisama. We've got 31 livery options, so I'm going to go through these very quick. I am not going to read every single one. You can view them as they show up. I will slowly move around the camera around the whole thing so that you can kind of see all of them in their entirety And I will try to make this as quick as possible. It seems like they're all going to be pretty standard, just designs with numbers. There's some with actual images, but a lot of them are pretty similar, especially up in the front. They all kind of have the same style. And then some of them have the sponsors, some are just numbers and design. There you go. That was fairly quick, actually. You can change the pedal color. You can change the pedal design a little bit with the different aftermarket options there. The respray, alright. Primary color is a matte dark blue, and that will change a majority of the body of the go-kart. The secondary color is a matte ice white, and it will change more of the setting area, a little bit underneath the engine. You can see down there. The trim color is graphite, and that will change the seat. It looks like just the seat pads, not even the seat, just the pads. If I were to sell this, it would be, I assume, half of the livery price, $11,685. You can change the steering wheel a little bit. We got 4 different options here. 4 different aftermarket options. You can have a little bit of a turbo, so let's hear what that sounds like. Doesn't really add much except for, I assume, acceleration. You can't see that even, so I have no idea. Doesn't visually change anything on the engine, unfortunately. You can change the tire smoke, however, you cannot change the... You cannot make the tires bulletproof, which is interesting. And you can't change the tires as well, or the wheels, which that makes sense. You know, go-kart wheels are go-kart wheels, and they're so small, it's kind of hard to change them to anything. But yeah, there it is, the Dinka Veto Modern. I'd imagine it doesn't have headlights, but it's dark enough that we can check really quick. Didn't think so. No brake lights, no reverse lights, nothing like that. So I'll head back to the arcade garage, and we will sign out for the evening. Prime example of not being able to fall out no matter what, unless you get shot. It's kind of one exception to the feature of the vehicle. Still doesn't count as falling out though. I mean, you can do that with any vehicle. Couldn't really showcase this on the airport tarmac, but sometimes if you hit the slightest little raise in driving surface, it will spin you out of control and launch you into the atmosphere on occasion, which is always fun. Alrighty, so there you have it. The Dinka Veto Modern in all its glory, based on a form of go-kart. There really isn't much else to this vehicle, except that there is now a new mode called Kart Crash, I believe. I have yet to check that out or watch any videos or anything about it. I'm not entirely sure where that is. I saw something that said it's in death matches. Oh, there it is. Kart Crash Full Auto. Basically, from what we can see, turbo go-karts and senseless violence, they go together like piss washer and wieners. Swear to God, I almost read something else. The Penrith building and harassment lawsuits. So hit that pedal, snatch a power up, and grab your machine something other. It's kind of like a Mario Kart kind of thing. It's seeming like, I don't know. I have yet to check any of them out, but we will eventually. Wonder why some of these have different images. Team deathmatch. Oh, I see. Team deathmatch. Alright, that makes sense. They are double money this week until tomorrow, as of when I'm recording this. It was last Thursday to 2 days ago, Wednesday, at the time of your viewing. But yeah, there she is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment, smash the subscribe button, turn on post notifications if you have not done so already, and you would like to stay up to date on when I upload. Go ahead and hit the like button if you would like to. It's not required, completely free if you would. That being said, I hope I can see some, if not most, if not all of you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Yeah. Alright, sick.